This is Laura from Africa, aka Organized Run, back at you with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about why men are becoming asocial. It's pretty much no reason for you as an everyday man to speak to anyone anymore because you always look at a lot of people have drama in their life. A lot of people have a bunch of unhealed trauma that they seek to put out and just project onto other people. And we always hear people telling men, just put yourselves out there and you'll find someone that's right for you and you'll find the right group of friends, when this is the biggest lie ever told to a man. A lot of men, especially in the modern world, find themselves alone daily. They're working a dead-end job that's not paying them anything, and their interactions they have with people is pretty much bullcrap. There's nothing good that comes from it. This is why a lot of men are just better off locking themselves up in their own room with their PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever self-gratification that they're doing to just cope with this reality, or just live in a deserted forest on an island that's far away from this society. Because a lot of the things that you're getting socially here is very unhealthy for your mind. Imagine your life years from now and you're still having people talk down to you. People are still passing just harsh judgments, criticisms on you in person, and you're just trying to get by in this world without any much of help. And this is why being social is our greatest downfall as men in today's world, because everything that you say social wise, even if you're nice complimenting someone, trying to go out your way to help this person and say, hey, are you fine with money? Do you need any food? Even when you're putting your best foot forward, people will always find a way to take advantage of you for helping them. And this is why courtesy, kindness is a great weakness for a lot of men nowadays. Because once you keep on trying to put yourself out here, thinking that you're going to save people, help people, and you want to feel like you're morally a good person who's going to get rewarded somehow from karma, whatever the heck, God, whatever people believe in, all those fabricated things. This is when you find yourself more miserable. You're crying everywhere in your room alone, while everyone else is just laughing and having a good time. Who doesn't take life just so seriously because they're spoiled? A lot of these people don't know what it's like to be a man in today's world, waking up without any type of help, not having anyone by your side, having to be worried and paranoid 24/7 about people's behavior. Every day you're constantly looking over your shoulder for the next threat. And this is why our society is doomed. People always ask the biggest questions of, why are men dropping out of college? Men need to go back to college. Men need to stop being lazy and work more, when they don't even want to support men. They don't even want men to have high paying job salaries that can make sure that they can live a decent and better life. To make sure the man's quality of life is great. Anytime we're giving our hard work, our blood, sweat, and tears to the system, and no one wants to actually look out for men. You even have, heck, a lot of other men out here who don't care about each other. This is why the whole thing of unity, brotherhood, coming together with a lot of men is done for. Because even a subscriber of mine I saw in the YouTube section was talking about how a lot of guys are trifling out here as well. And they add on to why men are becoming asocial. Because a lot of these guys who claim that they're for men, they will throw men under the bus quicker than you could ever think. Also, they could get some type of female attention. Also, they can get a better raise so they don't have to struggle as much by just giving you up and turning on you, backstabbing you. This is why men are becoming more asocial, because there's nothing for men left in today's world. A lot of people want to blame the fact that men weren't raised right to be in the traditional masculine role. They weren't raised in two-parent households. Men are just lazy. They have no type of greater ambition and dream. They're just spoiled from all the advanced technology. When in reality, either way, men have always had it horrible. And technology is just showing how horrible men have it, especially in the dating scene. when it comes to socializing with family and trying to keep in contact with friends. A lot of men don't even have friends that they can talk to 24/7. They're mostly all alone with no one to distract them from just the ill misfortunes of life that they're experiencing. And this is why a lot of men are just giving up. Because what's the point to keep doing the same thing if you're not getting what you want out of it? Like, people must think that men are just brainless and don't think for themselves. Now, you have some of the majority of men out here who would continue to go down Cope Central and start to think, oh, things will get better if I just improve myself. If I just become higher value, people will want to talk to me and be social, and I'll finally be able to fit in. When in reality, nothing that they do is going to work for them because their life has already been predestined by the environmental factors and the experiences that they're continuously having. So men being asocial shouldn't be a shock. Anytime you take away the man's purpose of working hard in society, you're not appreciating our efforts to make this place livable. Anytime you don't appreciate the type of pain that a man goes through to just make sure others around him are good, why should men continue to do things like this? Even when you take away the man's ability to mate and find a significant other to start a family with. All of these things come at play to why our society is decaying and to why men are becoming asocial. There's no reason to go out and talk to anyone if you're a modern everyday man in today's world. Heck, just a man in regardless. Because you're promised a bad experience. You're only going to have people trying to show off. They're going to be trying to nag at you and tell you, oh, why don't you have this? You need to have this car. You need to be riding this Aston Martin. You need to make sure that you're this height, and you look this way. When in reality, most of these people aren't even happy with themselves. You can't satisfy people who can't satisfy themselves. And this is why it's better off for so many men to come to a place of acceptance with loneliness, to start realizing that loneliness is the best thing that you can ever have in your life, because you no longer have to deal with your friends' possible dramas that you might be socializing with, possible friends, social groups, dealing with women, your family. You no longer have to worry about getting their issues and residue on you to where you feel bad, all because of things they're not taking care of in their life. They think that they can disrespect people. They can sit around and act like a savage and speak so flamboyant and rude whenever they don't like something. But soon as you call them out and say, why don't you take it easy? It's not so serious. You become the problem. This is why it's so better off for men to become asocial. Men have to become asocial to save their lives. Because a lot of people don't understand. The more that a man is socializing in today's world, the more he's putting himself at risk to be lied on, to be backstabbed, to be set up by people that he thought loved, cared about him, and had his back. A lot of men have went through this. A lot of us have had people who have come into our lives that looked promising, who we thought were going to stay for the long run, and they ended up leaving and just turning on you out of nowhere when a certain situation came up. A lot of men have to realize that no one is on your side here. So whenever you see the whole thing of men becoming asocial and not wanting to talk to anyone, they just want to stay in their room, watch movies, play Xbox, PlayStation, look at whatever anime, and indulge themselves in whatever they can in their imagination to just escape this horrible reality we live in as modern day men in general. These are the reasons why men cannot be social, because a lot of the things that we talk about are not accepted. Whenever you're saying things that are controversial, expressing your feelings about how you don't like the misfortune and social neglect that you've went through as a man, how hard things have been for you, people are going to tell you that you're complaining and you need to just shut up. And to those people, they really just don't know what the hell they're talking about. Because you can tell the difference between people who are privileged in socializing and people who aren't. And the people who are privileged, they will never be able to understand or relate to a man that is becoming asocial because they're spoiled. Pathetic people who don't have a deeper mind to think, maybe these guys who are going through things are this way because of the trauma and suffering they've went through. But you guys take care. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment sections. I would highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.